Hello, welcome back to day 2 of the 7 Days of Spring collab. If you haven't seen day 1 explaining kind of what I'm doing, I'll have that linked below. So today, for day 2, I have page 2 of Kara's kit. I already cut these out to save a little bit of time, but she has a gorgeous little tag here with basically some ephemera pieces. Today's going to be a bit more of a challenge to me because I don't have like a main page, and that helped me yesterday. Some little butterflies, and as you can see, like some little tickets and things like that. And then page 2 of Julie's kit is also basically just a bunch of like ephemera pieces, really gorgeous. I'm guessing these might be real scans of vintage ephemera. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. And so lots of florals again, which I love working with. So I gathered a few things, but I don't have a super good idea, and I think that's kind of part of the challenge. But I did want to grab a few things and have kind of a an idea of what to have out. But I grabbed some junk mail, and I have been wanting to work with junk mail for such a long time that I thought, why not grab that now? Because I want the base of my project to be somewhat obtainable to everyone. And so I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think make some kind of like pockets out of these. Now I have a few other supplies near me. I actually didn't, I'm gonna cut this down, but I kind of forgot to ask Kara and Julie if this kind of challenge is if I'm supposed to be using many other supplies, but I think it's just kind of whatever you want to make using the day 2 pages, or sorry, the second pages of each kit. So I have 2, and I cut those down to size. I also have a few book pages that I just kind of grabbed from my junk mail I have a whole junk mail tub here, and I've been wanting to do a series on junk mail, and I couldn't really see that, but I'll have to get to that another day. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit more challenging because I already just want to do a collage, but let's see. So I think I want to create like some kind of a flip out of these, and then we'll decorate them using the items that I have cut out. Maybe we could do like, I might cut this down so that it can be a page in a journal, of course. I don't think I have to make it a journal piece, but if it were gonna be a journal page, I would probably actually just fold this, and this would probably be more of a typical journal page. So let's see what that would do if I wanted to use 2 junk mail pieces. That's a bit more challenging. Well, we could go like this, and then maybe have like this one flip up and this one flip up, and then they're both pockets. Okay, let's just start by decorating both of these, and then we can just see what we want to do with them when we get to there. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna try to mix up both kits, and yeah, I think I would do like a collage because that's gonna be easiest to cover this area. And I know I already did a collage. If you didn't see the first video, this is what I made, was a little collage-y simple journal, but you know what, that's okay. I think I can go ahead and do another collage because that's what I'm feeling, and we're using junk mail. I just don't want to rip these up for some reason. Okay, I think since this is a tag, I'm actually not, I know that keeps not focusing, I'm actually going to keep this whole, not use this for the collage because this would be just the perfect size to go ahead and put into our envelope, and we can decorate it and everything. So yeah, let's set that to the side, and let's focus on using these pieces for our collage. So I also have some coffee dyed paper and a little bit of vellum paper, and then I'll just use the book pages here that I have. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start cutting down these pieces. I do want them to look kind of similar because we're going to use them both. And so I'm going to use some of her kit. So yeah, I'm just going to I'm just going to mix these pieces up, and I think that is just fine. But this is a really pretty piece, and so I think I might save this because we could use this as one of the pieces, or one of the main pictures peeking through the little window. Oh, these are so pretty. I just love that there's so many butterflies. Okay, so I'm just gonna do how I do it. And of course, to break it up, I will use a little bit of coffee dyed paper. Okay, so I think I'll start gluing things down actually. So let's do that. I also have my, oh, I like this side better. I also have my ink here, and I will possibly ink up the edges of the digitals. I want to make sure that I glue these down really well, just because I feel like the collage looks a lot better once if everything's like really laying down flat. Okay, so as I tear up the pieces of the printables, then I'll ink up the edges, and I'm gonna try my hardest not to blind you guys with the glare from the envelopes. So sorry if I don't catch that. Well, here we'll go like this. Helps a little bit there. Okay. So I think it might be really fun to, yeah, just use this in I have an inspiration journal, and I think that's maybe what I'm gonna do with anything that I make from this little series. Okay, just ink this up. I might do a little bit bigger pieces than like that, I think. I think that works a little bit better. Okay, I also grabbed my pressed flowers and leaves because I thought that might be something really great to peek out of one of the windows. I might be able to add that onto like Kara's tag. I think so. Let's see, so we need a piece going here. That works. So I am hoping that I can also participate on day 3. It all just depends because I'm basically filming one video a day, and I'm having to film other videos for when I go on vacation. So it will depend, but I'll definitely be participating in another day of this. I just don't know if it'll be day 3. But I really want to challenge myself and try hard to do something a little bit different than collage for the next one. I think this is kind of like a fun little ticket, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna also include it in, yeah, I think I'll also make it part of the collage. And it's a little too long, but I'll just trim off any pieces that are too long once we're just about done. And you know what? I remember that from yesterday, I think I had a little extra lace, and that seemed to work really well to add just the slightest amount of textile, but not too much. Actually, this little piece I have right here is a little bit different, but that's okay. That will fit perfect there, and then I can trim off. I didn't even think about the, whoops, that fell right off. I didn't even think about decorating the backs of these, but I think I might just, well, we'll see. We'll see what we're doing with them first. Okay, so we need some more stuff over here. I think I'm gonna reach into my coffee dyed paper a bit more. I'll go like that. Actually, I'll do it that way. And I'm not going to use ink for the coffee dyed paper, just because I think it looks okay on its own. I'm going to try to butt this up right against that window as best that I can. Let's see if we can get a little bit maybe of this blue and ink up the edges. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna finish up this one envelope, and then I'm gonna do the second collaged envelope off camera, just because I'm gonna be doing the same exact thing, and I would rather spend more time showing you guys what we're gonna do with the envelopes. So hopefully hopefully we're all okay with that. Okay. I think I'll do it this way. And then I'm thinking I want some more, maybe like I see a ticket. And so I think I might grab that next. Maybe like for the top. And there's also a little stamp. I mean, I could really use a lot of these things with decorating the tags that are gonna go inside, but let's just go with what we're feeling at the time. Okay, and I think I just need maybe one more piece right across here, and I'm looking at this butterfly and thinking, it really just depends though. Let me see where the opening is of this one. So the opening of this is down at the bottom, so I guess if I was gonna have it flip, it would probably flip that way. So having something at the top that's too big might not be the best. But you know what? I could actually, okay, let's just do that. But I can trim off the overhang if I need to. So we'll just glue it down for now. I just kind of like how, yeah, I kind of like that. I just kind of like it. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of go like that and get majority of it on there. And I like how that's kind of overhanging the little window. So I hope you can see that without the glare. We could add more, but for now, I think we're just gonna leave it be. I'm going to just collage this one off camera real quick. I'll be back so we can finish these up. So here is our 2 collaged junk journal envelopes. And I went ahead and grabbed my journal because I did want to see what size we're working with. This is kind of a bigger journal, but I basically took this music paper to get an idea of what my base page is, and I just folded down the top a bit. So this will actually flip up, but I'm gonna use this as my base page to mount the envelopes onto. So now I know what size I need to work with, and it's actually a little bigger than I thought. So I think it will be fun to, let's see, we're gonna have that one flip down, I think, and this one flip up. And then I'm still gonna have space when you flip these up to do any kind of journaling, because I do wanna leave myself some space to do maybe journaling in my journal, obviously. I don't want this to be like a full complete page. Okay, so I took some more junk mail and we're gonna make 2 little hinges. So basically we're just gonna, I'm not gonna measure, but I'm gonna cut, this is kind of like almost a hard, what would you call it? It's not chipboard, but it's a little heavier than like cardstock. So anyways, I'm just gonna fold that in half. You could do this with paper as well. And like for this one, we'll go ahead and just glue that down. And then you'll just have your easy little flip down. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this down first. I think I will cover the back of this with some coffee dyed paper. I have plenty of the kit pieces left, so I really could do more collaging, but I sort of want the backs of these to be blank so that I will have a good spot for journaling or something like that. So let's go ahead now and we can kind of cover this up. I'm actually just gonna add glue all over, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other envelope. I am keeping the open part of the envelope at the top here, so hopefully this makes sense what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna cover this just so it will be a little bit prettier. It is the back, but that way, like I said, I'll have a good spot for journaling. Okay, and then I can just go ahead and trim the rest of this off here, like that. Okay. I'm so excited with how my printer prints these digitals. I got a new printer recently, if you haven't heard me say that, and it's so much better than my old one. Okay, so this one's ready, so it will flip down like that. I'm just gonna leave this. I don't really care about that being perfect. Okay, we're gonna take our second one, and actually, you know what, if I would have thought that through, I could have had the prettier side showing, but that's okay. Okay, so this one's flipping down, and this one's going to flip up, so then we need that to go this way. Okay, And then we're gonna do the same thing, and we will just cover this again with coffee dyed paper. So I'm just gonna add glue all along the sides. The opening of this envelope is also at the opposite end of the little hinge. I'm just gonna take this scrap right here. And I figured by using coffee dyed paper too, it's a little bit different than using like scrapbook paper, because this is something really easy and affordable that you can make at home. Again, I don't think that's really part of the challenge, but I did want to use, I did want to try to use supplies that all of you could easily obtain. And maybe if you're buying these kits, you might not necessarily be using them together, but it's actually really fun, and these kits go so well together. So I definitely think that they work together well if you're trying to do like a botanical or, you know, a floral type journal. Okay, so now we have that done. So that one was going up, and now I did mention that I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and trim the butterfly. I wanted to wait and make sure that I really needed to first. So yeah, I'm just gonna trim the top, and I think it's still gonna look fine. Sorry, little butterfly. We actually have our caterpillars have now morphed into cocoons, and it's just so cool. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue these down before I think of something else to do. Because I'm thinking like, oh, we could add a bunch more pockets or something, but we've already got a lot going on. So let's see, I'm gonna place this one almost to the edge. And if you're wondering how this is gonna go in my journal, I think I'm just basically gonna take this piece and place it onto one of the pages in my journal, since I know it's the right size now. But I'm not going to do that in this video. I think I'm going to save all of these things that I've been making, and perhaps I'll do one single video where I will work in my junk journal with the pages that we've made. I guess you could almost call these foundation pages. Okay, I love that. I love how you can really see both of these, but now we need to put something pretty into the windows. So remember, we have this nice tag. This is a great base to start with. If it would focus, you could even see it a little bit better. But let's go ahead and let's see. So this one, I think I'm just gonna start by inking up the edges, and I think I'll decorate this one, but I almost want to put a little pocket on the back so that I could actually add in a picture if I want, or a journaling card, something like that. Ooh, actually, I'm seeing this little library card too, and actually this would be a really great little insert. So I'm just gonna ink it up. Okay. So I think I want to do the little pocket on the back. And so basically I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to take my scissors. Actually, you know what? I have some more book page. Sorry to go back and forth on you, but I forgot I had this book page. And I think actually I'll go ahead and use this. So I'm going to cut a little square off here, or a rectangle. And what we can do, if I had my sewing machine, it would be really pretty to sew this, but I just don't have it nearby. We're gonna go ahead and glue it on, just doing the 3 edges. You don't have to have a sewing machine. I wonder if I have my little circle punch. Yes, I do. I'm gonna punch out a little half circle. Place that down. I feel like this video might be all over the place, but hopefully you're following along. Okay, and then I think this will be an okay size for this, because then I'll have a great spot for that journaling that I was just talking about. Okay, I know that I want to add a little tab to the top of this, and I am going to just use a staple for that. So we're going to take that and just staple it right on. Okay. So now we have lots going on here, but let's move this one up And then, like I said, this is gonna go in here. I think I'm gonna decorate it more, but I feel like I'm kind of getting away from myself here. So let's put this in. I can't believe that fits like perfect. And then figure out what we wanted to put in this one. I do have some more scrap like manila, and that might be a good idea to just go ahead and use this to measure, and we'll just make almost a second tag because I think it's almost like the same size. So yep, we're gonna cut here and we're just gonna trim this down a bit. And then again, I'm not gonna add a pocket to this one because we have plenty of places for pockets, but I do think I'll decorate that one. So I forgot that I had this little piece right here. That might look pretty on the tag. Let's just go ahead and stick that down. It does fit perfect. Oh my gosh. I was thinking of adding some pressed flowers though, so I'm stuck now. Okay, let's go ahead and put this tag. I wonder, we're doing it from the bottom, so it's almost, I'm trying to decide if I should decorate it right side up or upside down. So I'm just gonna take this piece of fern and, oh no, it might be falling apart. Let's see if we can glue it down. Thinking I should add some packaging tape over it because it's going to be sliding in and out. Okay, I know that the pocket was like somewhere up here at the top, so I know that this is breaking, but we're just going to work with it because this is real life. I sort of want to put one more little pink flower. If you're curious, I got these off of Amazon, actually random, because I just didn't think that Amazon would have pressed flowers, but they did. Go like that. Oh my gosh. I just tore that thing apart. Okay, that's okay. And then I'm sort of thinking, let's put that up here and then like do a little collage bit in the bottom. And then I'm just gonna leave the rest because I think it might be a fun spot to like journal like around everything that's on here. We'll have to see how it looks in the pocket. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put packaging tape over the florals because there's just no way that's gonna stay. Should I do one more? Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do one more little cluster here. It's like a little cluster of flowers. These are definitely delicate, so let's do that. So I have a little piece of packaging tape here. We're just gonna go ahead, and I think this piece might be perfect. There. Because I would rather have this protected than like, you know, super duper authentic. That's not even the word. Okay, I also found a little piece of lace literally on my floor, so why not use that too? Just gonna do it right across the bottom here, and then I think this tag is good to go because again, I want to use this in my journal, so I want this to be kind of a finished product, but also not. Okay, I'm really hoping I placed this in a good spot. Let's hope. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. So here is the final project, and I did end up using all of the last little pieces from the printables. I just kind of incorporated them around here, and you'll see as we go along. So let me show you what the final project looks like. So this is going to be in my journal, and this page will flip up, and then you have your first little window pocket. It folds up here. You can see I used one of the printables there, coffee dyed paper on the back. And then this piece over here, this envelope with its little window, also folds down. I used another little piece right there of the printable, gorgeous coffee dyed paper. And then this this envelope, you can pull this tag out right here. I used the printable here, but I washi taped it on so you can flip it up, and then I can still add something there. We have the pocket on the back with a few of the ephemera pieces. And then this piece right here comes out, and you have this fun tag, and there's so much more room for me to add journaling or whatever I want. And I did add a little tab right here just so it's easy to pull out of the pocket, and I left this blank because there's already so much going on. I had so much fun working with both of the kit pages, and I had fun with this challenge. So I hope that you guys will be sure to subscribe if you want to follow along. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to do some more of these challenges with the 7 days of spring printables, and if not, I'll still have lots of crafty videos for you guys. If you're following along and you made a video making a project, please let me know down below. I would love to come check out your channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.